Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been some time since my last video, but I have actually been on my honeymoon for the last month, traveling around Europe. So I have a very special grocery haul for you today. In terms of places that we went, we started in London. It was quite a hefty trip actually. So we started in London, then we went over to Paris, and then from Paris we flew over to Vienna. From Vienna we got the train down to Venice, spent a few days there, picked up a car and did a bit of a road trip. So we went over to Cinque Terre, and then from Cinque Terre we went down to Pisa and then Florence and Tuscany. Then we went to Rome, then we went to Naples, and then we ended up on the Amalfi Coast staying in Positano. And then from there we flew to the Greek islands and we did Paros. So we based ourselves in Paris, but also did a day trip over to Santorini. And then from there we flew to Athens. We had a night there and then flew home from Athens. So we have done quite the whirlwind of a honeymoon. It was phenomenal, but that is not why I'm here. I am here to show you what food I bought on my honeymoon, and I will say there are quite the array of chocolate to begin with, not to mention a big bag. Now, if you're wondering how we got this home, Jeff packs light, knowing that I love a grocery shop when on holiday. So when we go anywhere overseas, I always do my research on what the best grocery stores are to go to. And obviously going to London, I love Whole Foods and they have Whole Foods there. So I was really excited to go there and buy as many Deliciously Ella products as I possibly could. If you have not heard of Deliciously Ella, look her up on YouTube. She hasn't been active on there for a very long time, but her videos are amazing. She's worth a follow. She has her own range in the UK, so I really wanted to jump on that. Now, in terms of what I've actually got here, pretty much everything is from Vienna and London. So this has all pretty much been traveling with us from the very beginning of the trip. So without further ado, let's get into it. Maybe I'll start with the chocolate. So majority of this chocolate is from Vienna. So I got pretty much every possible Tony Chocolonely as I possibly could. Now, if you have not heard of this before, I don't blame you. I follow a lot of UK people on Instagram because I'm obsessed with the UK, and this is the chocolate that they love. And when I went to America in 2019, I bought the it was salted caramel, I think, from memory. It's a similar color to this, the packets, because these are all different flavors. They are a little bit on the expensive side, but when I was in Vienna, if you bought two, they worked out to be half price. So when I was in London, I bought one block for like £4 or £5. So like that equates like $10. And then the others I bought, I bought one because all the others are in German in terms of the flavors. So I bought this one in London, which is their creamy hazelnut crunch. Now, the one that I did try from America, the salted caramel, it was okay. I didn't love it. I personally think Cadbury is better, but chocolate hazelnut is my favorite. So if this doesn't get me over the line, I don't know what will. So I got a block of that. And then all of these I got in Austria, half price. So this is, should we try and pronounce some German? And if you're wondering how I figured out what the flavors were, thankfully my now husband, outrageous, my husband's background is Austrian, so whilst I can't pronounce a lot, he has taught me quite a bit, so I feel like I understand it more than I can speak it. So we have here Nista Zucker Weiss. So this is, I'm pretty sure this is, oh God, I've just talked myself up. You know what? When I was in the country, I was like, yeah, I know what that is. Shivers. Okay, let me come back to that one. I can't remember what that one is. This one's nice and easy. This is Vol Milk Pretzel Toffee. So this is just milk chocolate with pretzel and toffee. Then we have Zartbitter Meersalz. So this is dark chocolate with salt. Then we have Mandelbretts. Oh, I remember what this is. It should be white chocolate and raspberry. Yeah, Himbeeren. That's right. I had to read the ingredients. So Himbeeren means raspberry. Or strawberry. No, Erdbeere is strawberry. Himbeeren is raspberry. So this is raspberry white chocolate. Then this is caramel Mandelbretzel. So I just took this as caramel pretzel, but I don't know what the Mandel is. And this is Vollmilch, so whole milk as well, so just milk chocolate. Then I got the Honig Mandel Nougat, which I'm gonna have to ask Jeff what Mandel is, but Honig is honey something nougat. This one I think I'm gonna like least, but I think because I was in the shop and was just like, oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed. I need to get one of everything. I just bought one of everything because I didn't want to miss out. And then I just got their Vollmilch, their whole milk plain, because when I was in America, the only one they did have available was the salted caramel dairy milk. So I got that. The other thing I got in Austria is their Ovaltine chocolate. Now, I love an Ovaltine, and I love the little, I don't know if your school canteen used to have them in primary school, but you used to get the Ovaltine things that you could chew on. So I really want to try this, and I think my dad will like this too. He always has a tin of Ovaltine at home. Then there'll be more of these. So the other thing they have in Austria are these. Actually, all over Europe. We even saw these in the Dubai airport on our layover. So this is Milka, and we got many flavors. These are like, look how big they are, and look how delicious. So we got a peanut caramel, which you can see. We've got Nussini, which has like a wafer and hazelnut. Some of them are a bit, because like I said, it's been with us from the beginning of the trip, and we were traveling like every 3 days or something. And then I got a little strawberry cheesecake. This is a Melissa purchase, not a Jeffrey purchase. He's not really like, for me, that's gonna be like so sweet. So that's right up my street. Then in terms of the UK, I did get a block of the Cadbury Dairy Milk Whole Nut, which is hazelnut. I don't know why they call it whole nut. Because I have heard that the UK dairy milk or Cadbury dairy milk tastes different to ours. So I want to put that to the test. Now, some of the things will be open, and I actually kept all the wrappers of everything that we ate so that I could show you what else we bought. Because I could not help myself, and I just really wanted to try a lot of the stuff. So Kit Kat Orange. And they were actually perfect because Jeff doesn't like choc orange and I do. So these were perfectly portioned into just little portions. So yeah, they were actually quite yum, and I could see myself having it like with a cup of tea. And then my first Deliciously Ella product to show you was the roasted almond, hazelnut, blackcurrant, and raspberry and smooth vegan chocolate. So like all of her stuff is just like natural ingredients. So if I read the ingredients list, there's literally just chocolate, which is made with coconut sugar, cacao nibs, cashews, cacao butter, salted roasted almonds, roasted hazelnuts, freeze-dried mixed berries, raspberries, and blackcurrants. That is literally it. Now, obviously this is not healthy because it's still chocolate, but there's no like preservatives or additives. So therefore it is a better option. Now back to Austria. As I mentioned, my partner's background is Austrian, and there are these biscuits called Kitful, which we have purchased 2 boxes to try the store-bought because Jeff's mum and Oma make the best Kitful. But we've got these ones to try to see if they are any better. We also bought, this is for Jeff's mum, actually a packet of the biscuits are for them as well. Some Clever Pudding Chocolade, which is just chocolate pudding. So in Austria, chocolate cake is massive, and as in not the size, but the popularity is massive. And often what they do is they'll cut the cake into layers, and instead of putting, say, like cream in between, they actually put chocolate pudding. And so we bought some Austrian chocolate pudding to see if it's better than the Australian for when Jeff's mum makes that. The other thing we bought were these Manna Veen original Neapolitan hazelnut wafers. These are for Jeff's parents. So this was everywhere. Like, they actually had whole stores dedicated to this. And Jeff's like, oh yeah, I remember growing up eating a lot of those wafer things. So we've bought that for them to have. So this is my box of things that we ate. So I'll quickly show you these wrappers. But first off, I bought a box of these peanut butter oat bars with peanut chunks and creamy peanut butter from Deliciously Ella. I cannot explain to you, 10 out of 10, like thebomb.com, like the best. So unfortunately, we opened these in Europe and there were 3 in a box. And so I couldn't get any more when I discovered I loved them as much as I love them. So we're gonna have to go back, or next time friends go back, guys, you're gonna have to get me at least 3 boxes because they are so good. The other little bit, so like I said, I love choc orange. So I bought these orange Smartie buttons. Delish, so good. I wouldn't really usually rate Smarties, but I know in the UK, Smarties are quite big. So their Smarties actually taste better. So maybe there is something about their chocolate. So they were really good. I also got an orange twirl, also eaten. Again, really yum. What else? The other thing that we ate at Deliciously Ella were her salted chocolate dipped almonds. These were very similar to some of those healthy choc dipped almonds you can get here. Jeff didn't really like them. I actually quite liked them. They felt like a bit of a healthy sweet treat. Then we had the apple and raisin Deliciously Ella oat bar. That again, delish. Like, everything was just really good. I won't lie. It was all just really good. That actually tastes like the oats I make for breakfast. So it felt a bit homey. This I could take or leave, actually. This was the Nestle Yorkie chocolate bar. Jeff really liked this. It was just plain dairy milk chocolate. It was like the size of a Kit Kat chunky, but longer. And then like that. It was good, but like if I wanted a chocolate bar, that's not what I would pick. Oh my God, I ate this in one sitting and I low-key haven't told Jeff that I ate this. And so I didn't know, I was like, oh, I want to buy another block of this because I know that I'll love it. We should get another block. And he was like, no, just get the one. So this is technically his fault. I think in Aldi you can get something really similar, but it's the Milka Lou? Well, maybe it's just Lou. So it's just dairy milk with shortbread. And I don't know if any of you guys have had the Arnott's Scotch fingers that have the chocolate on the bottom. This is what it tastes like, but on steroids. So I ate half the block and then I was like, okay, you need to take the rest home so A, Jeff can enjoy some, and B, you'll get to enjoy it a second time. I lasted like maybe 20 minutes, ate the whole thing, real good. So some of the things came in big blocks and some were in small, so that's why that is miniature. And then the other thing we had were some Wunderbars. Caramel, peanut. It was almost like a picnic or a Snickers, like that peanutty caramelly. Like, they were good, but I rate what we have here better. Other things we got, just on the chocolate trend. Again, something that's really big in the UK are chocolate buttons, which I don't usually have here. So I got some dairy milk orange chocolate buttons. I am thrilled to try these. In terms of Deliciously Ella, there's like a few different little bits that I bought. So we have her cacao and almond oat bar. This one actually would have been eaten first, but I couldn't find it in the bag. So this is the only bar I'm left with. It's actually the one I think I'll like least because I don't really like a chocolate muesli bar. Like, I like a muesli bar or chocolate, not together. I got some double chocolate caramel. Actually got 2. These are what I had to search for in Boots. These are actually what I really wanted to try. It's her version of a peanut butter cup. So they're double chocolate caramel cups, and we got 2 because Jeff wanted to try one. Then, oh, actually there should be another packet somewhere because there's these almond bites. So I had another one, which I think was hazelnut and chocolate, and it came in a different color packet. So these are like a bliss ball. So they've got almond butter on the inside, and there's like 2 in a packet. But like this alone was, I think, £3. It's like $6. $6. I think it was like £3. So not the cheapest. And then we've got some chocolate orange dipped almonds, which are definitely for me. So excited to try those. Then we have some more chocolate orange. Honestly, the UK just must have an obsession with chocolate orange. They are my people. They speak my language. So they had these Malteser buttons, orange flavored. So can't wait to try those. More orange. They then had the McVitie's. You know how you get digestive biscuits? Well, they have a large array in the UK, and these are one of them. These are the club, and like the Kit Kats, they come in like portions, and they actually do look like a Kit Kat, but it's like a chocolate, imagine a Kit Kat, instead of wafer, it's the digestive biscuit and like orange in it sort of thing. So that's the only way I can describe it. I have had them before. They're quite good. Like, they're not amazing, but they're like, that was on special for £1 or something, like really cheap. So why not? Also got these Deliciously Ella cups. So these are the salted almond caramel cups. Again, got 2 of those. Actually the one thing we did get, or the couple of things we did get in Italy, were these biscuits. Nutella biscuits, because, you know, we're in Italy. Of course they have everything Nutella. So I can't wait to try those. We also got 2 jars of crema al pistachio, which is essentially like Nutella, but instead of it being chocolate hazelnut, it's just pistachio. And they pump these into donuts, into croissants, and it is so good. So I got 2 of those because if I want to order them online, it works out to be like $10-15 a jar, whereas I could get these for €2, so it was like $3.50. I also got in Austria, as I mentioned, these kitful biscuits. So this is what you dust them in, vanilla sugar, vanilla and zucker. So instead of making our own, I just bought some to see if this actually tastes better. Who knows? I also got, so this is open. This was a Melissa purchase. Jeff couldn't believe I bought this. This is the Milka yogurt chocolate, and it's got Greek yogurt in it, and it's quite bitter. I think Jeff was right. It wasn't the best, but I refuse to admit that. So we're gonna say it's good. The other things we got from Austria is Borbadil. Essentially, it's not a plum jam. It's like a plum paste. So you know how you have, whatever that stuff is that you have on a cheese board. I've gone blank. Like, you know the stuff that you cut into? It's like a jelly, like a quince paste, but plum paste. But you have it on sandwiches, like a plum sandwich, but you just have that. It's not as sweet as jam. I don't really love it, but that's what Jeff's grown up on and he really likes it. And we also bought, which is a bit, the bottom just fell out. I got a box of Cadbury Heroes because I wanted to try some of the UK chocolates. And so instead of buying all the chocolate bars, this was just a good mix. So this has Eclairs Fudge Whisper, Plain Dairy Milk, Crunchy Bites, Dinky Decker, Twirl Caramello, and a Cream Egg Twisted. I've had the Cream Egg Twisted. That was good. That was actually really good. The Dinky Decker, don't rate it. The Crunchy Bits was good. The Eclair was really good. I think I had a Whisper and that I liked, but the Dinky Decker don't rate. Obviously being in the UK, got a jar of Marmite, got to see if it's better than the Vegemite. Bit more chocolate. The other one that we had is called Schneewunder, but this was actually reduced to clear from Christmas, like from their Christmas range. But there's plenty of time on it before it expires. But yeah, it's like a biscuit and some sort of cream, and this is so good. So Jeff was with me when we opened this, so he was really smart and was like, let's put it away so we can enjoy it when we get home. So we have done that, which is probably a good thing. So we can enjoy that now. Then we also got, well, I also got some plain dairy milk to try. And of course, choc orange. Sticking to the choc orange theme, I got some M&S extremely chocolatey milk chocolate orange biscuits. I think they're gonna be great with a cup of tea. Also got some Jammy Dodgers, so British. I got some Galaxy chocolate because apparently Galaxy chocolate in the UK is really good. So let's give that a red hot crack. Also bought a jar, this is for my dad, some cherry curd. So he loves a cherry jam. He loves like a lemon curd, a passion fruit curd. So now he's got a cherry one to try. In the UK, one of the best peanut butters that they recommend or love that I see is this Pippin Nut. So it's just 100% peanut, sort of like our Mavis with a bit of salt. So I got this one, which is classic crunchy peanut butter, because if you do smooth, you're Satan. The other one I got, which actually launched just before we left, so I really wanted to try this, was the Pippin Nut almond butter with cinnamon scroll. So it's gonna be like this cinnamony, almondy peanut butter, almond butter. Sounds right up my street. We got this for Jeff's mum because she loves Lindt chocolate, so some Lindt choc hazelnut spread, so sort of like Nutella, I guess. We also got, well, I also got, this is my last Deliciously Ella product, which is looking worse for wear. It's her Deliciously Ella fruity bircher muesli. So I do eat quite a bit of bircher and quite a lot of muesli. I eat it most mornings for breakfast. So I was really thrilled to try this. So this is her apple raspberry and instantly creamy oats, 100% plant-based version. And then finally, I got a box of Wheat Bix. So people were like, what? You did what? So these are actually Weetabix, and they are ginormous. Like I've seen them on YouTube videos, like vloggers having Weetabix for breakfast, and they're like actual bricks. So I really want to rate and compare them to normal Weetabix, because in our house, the only cereals we have are oats, muesli, and Weetabix. We are that sort of household. We are not a fun household when it comes to breakfast cereals. So I take my Weetabix very seriously, and I wanted to compare the pair. So that is why I bought those. That is everything. So thank you so much if you've made it to the end. Let me know, out of everything I bought, like what would you be most keen to try? Are you a chocolate orange fan, or am I an 80-year-old lady on the inside? Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and I will catch you around like a Larissa in the next video. Bye guys.